Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about the new update. I've been playing it for a couple of days. I've pretty much completed most of the story on my Spider-Man except the Dormammu fight. That fight is just way too difficult. And I think I'm ready to pretty much judge the update. Now, I've watched a lot of videos from a lot of different YouTubers talking about the updates, and I hear mostly negative things. I hear a lot of sadness and disappointment, and even though there are some things that saddened and disappointed me, there were a few things that I thought were pretty good additions to the game. So let's talk about the main changes that the update brought to the game, and we're gonna find out which are actually bad and which are actually not that bad. Let's start with blitzes, and we're gonna talk about the nerf or improvement. Developers say it's improvement, YouTubers say it's a nerf, and a lot of people I saw on Reddit, even in the game chat, are complaining about the blitzes. I try to understand why you guys don't like it, and I just failed. I just completely failed. I think that the new blitzes are very good improvements. I think it's better for the game. Now, why do a lot of people hate it? Because a lot of people look at it from the numbers perspective. They consider it a nerf. Because before you could have gotten, like now, if you do, for example, level 100 Blitz 5 times a day, you get about 280,000 gold. But before, you could have gotten, I think, around 350,000 from all of these Blitzes running each of them 3 times, which means 27 Blitzes. You would get about 70,000. Let's even say 100,000 more gold. But think about how much more time it takes to run 27 blitzes. There's an argument that if you want a complete collection, if we go to records collection right here, if you go to blitzes, battle badges, you want to complete every single collection to claim all these gems and squad XP. And it's to do this, basically, if I want to complete the 6-star Kingpin collection, I will need to go back and complete the first blitz over and over until I drop all of these badges. That's the only way. This sucks, I agree. This is really, like, there is absolutely no way to do this unless you're specifically ignoring the highest unlocked blitz and you just want to complete this, for example, this Kingpin set of badges. But also look at the rewards. 10 gems, 800 squad XP. 10 gems, 500, 800. These rewards are not that great, let's be honest. It's gonna take you hundreds of runs to complete 6-star collections of badges, and the rewards are not even that great compared to what you need to do. And it is sad, but is it the end of the world? I don't think so. I think at some point you're gonna get a set of 6-star badges that you like, and then you can come back to earlier stages of blitzes to focus on your collection. But think about it from a point you used to spend. It took about an hour to run all the blitzes from level 20 to level 100, and you would get just a little amount of gold more. But now it takes pretty much 5 times less time, but you're getting not 5 times less resources. You're getting maybe 30% less resources. Now, there's an argument that you get less squad HP and Convergium. That sucks, I know, but consider how much less time you spend on this game mode now. I feel like it's a good cheat. I feel like it's a good balance. If we never had every blitz 3 times, if we never had it from the start, we would not even see it as a drawback, because we would never know that what used to be. Now we consider it a nerf because the numbers are less than they used to be. But think about it. Was it fair? Every single game mode, take for example raids, you can only do it like the counter, you can do it from 1 to 3 times, and you could do any difficulty. It would still take down the counter. Why should blitzes be different? It makes no sense from a fun standpoint to run blitzes below your level just so you could collect some coins and Convergium. It's just bad game design, and in my opinion, the latest patch fixes that bad game design. All the people that come into the game from this point forth will never know what it feels to have 27 blitzes, so they will not see it as a downfall. So I think we shouldn't either. We should just embrace it as a step in the right direction. Plus, you're not even getting less gold, because if we go to daily challenges, they increased amount of gold you get for daily challenges at least 2 times, around 2 times. Look at that, you can get 40, 70, 135 plus 30,000. We can get 165,000 gold for just doing daily challenges. That used to be much less, so in my opinion, in total, we now get more gold than we were getting before, and we have to spend less time doing it. So, in my opinion, blitzes and daily challenges, definitely a positive change and a step in the right direction for the game. Now, let's talk about another change for the raids and blitzes that they made, is that if you die in the middle of the match, you will not be able to receive rewards unless you revive by the time the blitz or the raid ends. Now, initially I thought that was a very bad change. I don't see anything wrong with high-level players trying to help lower-level players by carrying them through some raids. A lot of whales do it on auto anyway, and it doesn't matter for them if people dying too soon. That's not true. I know that the bosses have less HP, more HP if there is more people in the party, but the point is, it's not really that bad of a change, because now you cannot just... it just sounds like, again, like a bad game design where you can just enter the game, just put it on auto, and not care if you live or die, and just rely on your teammates to finish the game. It just doesn't sound fun or fair, so in my opinion, it's actually a good change. I can do the raids on ultimate difficulty. I can survive most of the time. Sometimes I will die, I will use a revive. Now revive costs only 30,000 coins, which is reasonable. It's definitely reasonable. You can only revive once though, so make sure to not waste it. I know a lot of new players, again, players who just coming into the game, they will not know what used to be. They will see this and it will make sense to them. It seems bad for older players because it looks like a nerf, but it's not a nerf. It's just a balance change. It makes total sense if you think about it. Even new players who just hit level 100 that are free to play, that don't have much power, they can still do ultimate raid. You just can't AFK it. You just need to actively dodge your boss attacks. You can even stand in the corner and just move around the map, try to keep your as much distance as possible from the boss, and you will survive through the ultimate raid, and you will still get the rewards, and you will still get carried. It's just, you will need to do something for it instead of just leaving and letting other people deal with it. So another change in my opinion that gets an approve mark. Now, we were talking about positive things. Let's talk about the negative thing for a second. One thing that in my opinion absolutely ruined spending money in this game for me. Speaking about spending money, huge Omega card opening coming very soon. But I got those tickets before. I didn't know. I'm not spending any more money, that's for sure, until they fix this garbage system. In the last update, they added these special token offers where you could, for 500 Omega points, you could get yourself a regional gear selector. Which means once you were lucky enough, which is not even easy to do, to get 3 out of 4 of original set that you actually want, that you could purchase for 500 Omega points, you could purchase another box, and you would be able to select exactly the piece that you're missing. That was honestly the best deal in this entire shop. And for some reason they removed it. They also removed a lot of good offers from featured. There were a few gem offers that were really good. They removed them all and they replaced them with much worse offers. Honestly, not a single new offer in the shop. Not a single one is better than what we used to have. So that is a huge bummer. I hope they see the outcry of people on the internet. I see a lot of people complain about this, and hopefully they're gonna bring those offers back because they were really good offers. Now let's talk about the Dark Domain. Now this is a little bit controversial. As you see, I'm pretty much done with it. I'm just stuck on the last epic mission, one before last, which is to defeat Dormammu. Now you can argue that Dormammu has a very poor game design because it has Like, let's take, for example, the last bosses of Sakar, of main story. Luffy, Ares, Maestro. Those bosses are not easy by any means. But the thing that makes them different from Dormammu is that they don't have a single attack that is guaranteed to hit you. Basically, they don't have a single 100% tracking attacks. All their attacks are completely dodgeable with enough skill. If you play them long enough, you'll be able to learn their patterns and just avoid getting hit completely. However, with Dormammu, he has so many attacks that are completely unavoidable, and my Spider-Man, with insanely high dodge rate, my dodge rate is 73.1, pretty much close to the max, I still die to his beams that he launches 4 in a row. Each of them hits for like half of my health. And sometimes I will survive them, but sometimes like it's enough for 2 beams in a row to hit me, and I'm pretty much dead. Then he has a bunch of other tracking attacks. It's just an incredibly difficult boss, and you will not be completing it no matter how much you try, no matter how much skill you have. If you are probably at 500,000 power or below, it's just not feasible. You just have to get extremely lucky with your dodges on your Spider-Man or whatever character you play. Like, it says recommended power is 540,000. I don't know. I really doubt that even at 540,000 you would be able to beat him very easily. You just need to get super lucky. Now, what this means is even more than that. Like, granted, you have your main character. At some point, you're gonna get strong enough to beat Dormammu, and you're gonna get yourself pretty much completion of this region. But the thing is, what about your ults? What about other characters that you want to level up to maybe level 110? You will not be able to beat Dormammu on non-main characters. You need to invest lots of resources in your characters to be able to beat Dormammu. Like, I managed to beat Maestro on my Doctor Strange, free-to-play Doctor Strange, for 240,000 power. With Dormammu, it's just impossible. He will evade all my attacks. I mean, he will just destroy me with one of his beams, and I'm not investing time or money into my Doctor Strange when I already mained my Spider-Man. So, unfortunately for most people, Dormammu will only be completed on one character only, which kind of is very sad. Alright, this is a good segue to the leveling part of this update. So, a lot of people are complaining that you can only get level 103 from completing the main story. Even if you beat Dormammu and beat every single side mission, I'm pretty much there right now, except I didn't beat Dormammu. You can only get to level 103. And to get more XP and more levels, to get all the way to level 110, you basically need to fight in Dark Zone. Fighting trash mobs or fighting main targets in the Dark Zone are gonna get you enough XP to get to level 110. People did research, I did a research, it's totally possible to be getting half of a level a day in Dark Zone by killing trash mobs. Now, I've seen so much negative comments about this. People saying that Dark Zone was trash, now it's even worse. You're making us go into Dark Zone. And, like, the worst mode in the game. I don't understand. I feel like some people, they want to get all the content and get through it in one day. And get bored of the game super fast. Like, this is a good thing. I don't understand. This is literally the best thing they could have done. If we were able to get to level 110 just by beating the story, that would be so boring. This way we get at least a couple of weeks to enjoy new updates, grind in Dark Zone to get some experience. Nobody plays Dark Zone on my server. I literally have no problems placing in top 100 without even trying. I know it's different on every server, and there is actually one bad thing about it. Since they disabled PvP in Channel 3, there is a lot of people who want to play Channel 3, and there is only 50 people limit at once. So a lot of people on a lot of servers, they have to wait for a very long time to just get inside the Dark Zone on Channel 3, which is an issue. They definitely need to look into it. They definitely need to maybe create more channels or increase the cap or something. I don't have that issue on my server. Nobody plays Dark Zone at all. Like, I've grinded today for an hour, killing some mobs. Got like maybe 40% of a level, maybe less, because I also did some bosses. And I didn't see a single person. So, again, if you're in the server that has a very competitive Dark Zone mode, then you're in big trouble, because apparently you have to wait for a long time to get into the Dark Zone, which is a problem, should be fixed. But the whole point, the whole idea of grinding for your experience in Dark Zone, I like it. I like that it takes time. I like that it takes effort. I like that it requires some different grind from just completing the story. I think it's a very good decision on their part, and I find Dark Zone fine. I don't see what's such a big problem with the mode. You go in there, you get extra at least 9 Omega cards. You get some Omega, you get Dark Zone points in the end that you can use to pretty much get yourself some badges. And Dark Zone is pretty friendly to any power player. Low power, free to play, pay to play, everybody has something to do in there. You can collect remnants. You can farm normal mobs. You can tag bosses and run, and bigger alliances will finish them off, and you will still get some credit for it. I mean, there's definitely ways to improve it and make it more fun, but like, it's definitely not the worst game mode in my opinion. And I definitely enjoy going to Dark Zone every day and doing different kinds of things. Just to summarize, Dark Zone is not perfect. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement, but they are improving it. This update brought so many good changes to the Dark Zone, so I'm sure they're going to keep improving it in the next updates as well. Now, there's been a lot of issues with the update, but developers fixed them pretty much the next day. There was a patch yesterday when they fixed all those issues with the stats not applying correctly and Mega Wars. So to summarize, in my opinion, the only really bad change that the last update brought is the store nerfs, because they removed a lot of really good packs that would be good for free-to-plays or pay-to-plays. It's just a good value, but now we don't have any of those. I would still hold on to your Mega Tokens if you were saving them for the box. Maybe they're gonna bring it back after a lot of people complain. I'm really hoping for it. But other than that, I like the new region, I like the new mobs, I like the new stuff to do. I'm looking forward to getting level 105 to get to the Blitz. And I'm happy that I don't get to do it yet, because it builds some anticipation. You grind for it, you feel more appreciate. I'm gonna appreciate it way more when I get there and start farming those 105 level badges. Alright, this is my opinion on the new update. Let me know in the comments what you think. I don't think this update killed the game. They made some mistakes. They made some steps forward. They made some steps back. Well, that's pretty much how any update goes. The main thing is we'll see how they respond to old people complaints. If they maybe they just didn't realize how important those packs were for us. So after a lot of people complain, maybe they're gonna bring them back. We'll never know. Let's give them a chance. Let's find out what happens. And if you're enjoying this game as much as I do, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel, because I'm making daily Marvel Future Revolution videos. And let's just have fun together. I'm gonna do some live streams as well very soon, so I would appreciate a sub so you don't miss those notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.